Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zack.
We're back here with
BoJack.
Zack. We're on season 3, episode 1.
Really?
New freaking season. Yeah. We talked about this a little bit earlier. We're still feeling the effects of the episode 11. That just went live not too long ago. Mm-hmm. And it's a hell of an episode.
It was something.
It really, because I told you like the day after, because you were a little drinking. I said, "You remember that?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I was pretty drunk, but I remember that one.
Yeah.
So, but the last episode, the fucking improv cruise and the fucking Catman, whatever his fucking name was, it was something else.
Well, when BoJack at the end was giving this speech to Todd, saying that you were my best friend, I treat you like shit, the cat guy was like, "If you just pulled that out of your ass, that was some great improv." And he starts doing this. It's so funny.
And then you had the moments of Diane,
yeah,
Mr. Peanut Butter.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut Butter like looked at her, directly at her, and called her.
Yeah.
And was talking to her almost like you would, if you had someone you were split up from, but you guys were still into each other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're talking to each other like from across the room. And it seemed romantic for Diane, but then all of a sudden he's like, look, it's weird, but I just saw someone in this restaurant look just like you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. So, I think the relationship, I don't know what's going to happen in season 3, but I guess they'll get back together, but I don't think it's going to be long for this world. This is for like a 7 or 8 seasons or something. I just don't think they're going to last. And maybe
I don't think they should. Mr. Peanut Butter, I don't know. Like, Mr. Peanut Butter seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
But he's fucking annoying. And
yeah.
BoJack seems like a genuine guy, but he's on the other end of the spectrum where he's like just so shitty concerning himself.
He's a terrible person.
He sucks.
Yeah.
So I don't think Diane should have to choose between either of those two fucking options. Yeah,
because she just seems like a great,
a good person.
Like a decent woman who, tries to think things through. Even though like the marriage to Mr. Peanut Butter might not have been thought through, but I think you can't fault people for that. I think that happens quite a bit.
It does.
Guys, before we jump in, make sure you like and subscribe, hit that notification, and leave a comment down below. Also, hit that thanks button. It really helps us out. Guys, also, make sure you go check out our Patreon. Our full-length episode is over there. And then, after you watch that, come back here for the discussion. Links are down below. Let's jump in.
It's a dream come true.
You've been trying to get this movie made for 20 years. Did you ever think you'd be sitting here talking about Secretariat?
Sitting here in this hotel room.
Just a couple days of fun interviews, then it's off to Chicago for more fun interviews, and then if I don't blow my brains out, I get to go back to LA.
Darling, you're doing marvelous.
Yahoo, Finland. Are you finished?
No, we are just getting started.
Walked right into that one.
I wonder if they do that.
Honey, I would shove my hand up your ass and control your mouth like a Muppet if I thought it would win you an Oscar. But what do I know? I'm just the publicist you hired to help win you an Oscar.
Yeah, but it was?
It lasted 9 seasons. Its whole purpose was for people to watch it so the network could sell ad time so the show could make more money than it cost to produce. It did that well. It was a good show.
Yes, but it sucked. It didn't suck.
We can both agree that Horsing Around was a good show, right?
BoJack, I think the world of you. I think you are so smart and attractive. So I'm not going to mince words. Horsing Around was a piece of shit.
Well, I know his friend who came up with it died, too.
Yeah.
And he was, there's multiple reasons why he's attached to that show. But it was probably just a sitcom from that era, which probably supposed to make us think of Full House and those type of things, which aren't high art, but they're enjoyable for what they are.
Yeah.
Remember Octomom?
Diane, are you stalling for Princess Carolyn?
What? You know who was good at stalling was Joseph Stalin. I keep tweeting things and they keep getting retweeted, so we're doing something right. Yesterday I dropped my phone in the bathroom, which made BoJack's Instagram post a picture of the floor with the caption, "Spudjub." That got 4,000 likes.
I am exhausted. Being a movie star is the hardest job.
Now, pajamas. What? The Todd!
What is going on over there?
BoJack smuggled a young boy into his room. No big deal. Movie stars do it all the time.
Where am I? Bagels?
Yeah, that'll do it.
My name's Sarah Koenig because I'm about to get cereal. Arr.
small bottle of shampoo? Not on my
That's fucking right. I hate that shit.
Wait, you went to New York?
Oh, no, I'm just on...
Why wouldn't you tell me? How long are you? I'm not accusing. I feel safer when I know that I know where you are.
I affirm your feelings. Your feelings have value. But I'm not in New York. I'm just on the conference call.
Guys, I feel hurt.
You
What the
heard.
hell is happening?
Don't need to patronize me, but yeah, I can do that important job.
Don't get lost, buddy.
I'm not gonna get lost. The city's on a grid. Why would I get...
Why does he kick it in?
Oh no.
He's an idiot.
What happened to Wanda?
You didn't hear? She got poached
Oh, God.
by another company.
Oh, good.
They shot her
Oh, God.
straight to the top of the corporate
Oh, good.
for the damage done. I do not miss the spotlight's glare, but I do. A little, Miss Sunshine.
Hey, you! And the void says, stop shouting at me, please! And we grab
Yeah.
the void and we spit in its face, sir, I will not.
Boy, did New
hipster
York do a
diner.
number on you.
Let me tell you about my next piece. It's
Completely naked and covered in milk.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
It's a symbol for rebirth.
I'm not interested in being rebirthed, thank you. I'm still recovering from being birthed the first time.
BoJack.
You know, I'm not the guy who does things that are an Oscar. I'm thinking about my legacy now. I want to do things.
I'll be remembered. If I win an Oscar, I'll be remembered.
And then what?
And then my life will have meaning. I don't know.
You know what the real tragedy of Greg King Lear is?
I'm taking my business to Gecko Rabinowitz.
What? No!
J.G. Salinger is too big a star to be hamstrung by some rinky-dink operation working out of a two-story warehouse. I need an agency with at least 9 stories.
You're the biggest name in TV right now, and every network would love to hear your next
He
project.
does
So
that.
why don't you get off your lazy keister and come up with some TV ideas that make us all billionaires? Go get us some money. Go get it, boy. You can do it. Go that up, boy.
I had never seen it. That was cool.
You never told me what it was.
Oh, it's Cats in the Cradle. But don't listen to it now.
I'm gonna go listen to it.
No, the lyrics are too relevant. Don't do it. No!
I don't even know what the song is, but that was funny. Good boy.
Actually make it Tress and whatever the lady wants.
Oh, did Mama Bear finally leave?
She's a human, but yes.
Well, when the cat's away.
Again.
So they
but I like where you're
recognize
going with
humans.
I gotta tell you, I really love the movie. You're definitely going to win an Oscar.
this. The first thing you notice about
Little
BoJack
fucking
is that
walrus.
he's got a nice buzz going.
One final question.
worse.
Are you more
Oh,
man
yeah.
than horse, or are you more horse than man?
What the hell does that mean?
Take off your city clothes and let
Okay, a manatee and a horse making out with each other, just like in nature.
In the old days, sailors thought manatees were mermaids.
Remember that episode of Horsing Around where Sabrina wanted to be a mermaid?
What? I don't want to think about that show. I didn't come back to your hotel room because you're a goofy dad who once got his dick stuck in a vacuum cleaner.
I'm pretty sure that never happened on the show.
If I'm going to sacrifice my journalistic integrity, it's because I'm having sex with a movie star.
Oh, and they're off.
Yeah, you like that little...
Yeah, but I don't need you to talk.
I'm a mermaid, baby. Gonna climb up onto your boat.
What?
What happened?
Sorry, I just...
You want me to touch it or blow on it or sing it happy birthday?
In New Mexico.
You gotta look up Zach.
And she trusted me.
I can't.
I keep asking myself, if her mother didn't walk in, would I have done it? And part of me is sure that I couldn't. But another part knows that's a lie.
How do you make something right when you've made it so wrong you can never go back?
Oh.
Shit. I don't have time for this. It's already 3 hours later here. Thanks a lot, Diane. Once again, you've been no help whatsoever. Spoiler from the future, you suck. Sorry you don't suck. I'm just very stressed out right now. Bye.
A little bit of growth.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Or the manatee's gonna die.
What did you do?
You don't need to know anything else. It's been taken care of.
There was a...
Stop punishing yourself.
I'm not in the movie. I was in New Mexico.
None of that matters. All that matters now is the story. And we get to decide what our story is. Nobody else gets to tell you what your story is.
What is my story?
I'll tell you. This has been your dream. I think you deserve a really good night, and I know how to get you there. Do you want that?
Yes, I do.
Go introduce your movie.
And you are Secretariat. And you are Secretariat.
BoJack, it's such a beautiful movie.
That TV show, it wasn't me. This movie is me. And I can't tell you how great it feels to finally be doing the kind of work that I can be proud of.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It definitely goes to show what showbiz demands from a person as opposed to them just wanting to be a genuine person and demands of a public image and what the public expects from you.
Well, and in the end, BoJack kind of sold out a little bit.
He did. That's the thing. It's like, do you really want to sell out?
Well, at the same time, I think his desire to
well, he wants to have the notoriety. He wants to have the...
I think what he was expressing at the time was coming from an emotional place. And I don't think he was really thinking it very clear. Because the thing
Which part are we talking about? The expression.
Well, the fact that she said, hey, listen, this isn't going to fix all your problems, but it can make you happy.
Oh, yeah.
I think she was right about that. I think he needed to get his shit together for that, or he would regret it.
Well, his
but I think he
obviously pretty far gone with what happened with whatever the fuck her name was.
Yeah.
Daughter.
Yeah. So I just think, obviously, he's still feeling the effects of that, and he needs to emotionally, he needs to find a way to deal with it or regulate the way he's feeling about it.
He's got to find a way to let it go.
But I didn't think the publicist was exactly wrong. But I thought, I mean, when you do a movie and you get paid a shit ton of money and you get all the perks of it, you got responsibilities. Like, I know after the most recent Indiana Jones was made, which wasn't my favorite, but I know Harrison Ford, it's his baby. And Shia LaBeouf, like, when the movie was out and they were still doing press, he said something about the movie that he didn't like, this particular thing. He said, we dropped the ball on this. And Harrison Ford grabbed him, took him aside, I guess cussed him out, and said, basically, wasn't honoring his contract, because when you get paid a lot of money to do a movie and you have to do press for it, you're there to promote the movie, not talk shit about it. Yeah, I think, whether or not people should be obligated to honor their contracts that they get paid money for or not, I think he was coming from a pretty emotional place and he wasn't really thinking.
Yeah.
And
what do you think
I think, what's that?
What do you think is happening with how the publicist handled the manatee?
Well, in that respect, I don't know. Depending on what she did, if she killed her ass, then that's bad.
It reminds me of...
but I also applaud her for being good at her job. And that would be a publicist I'd want in my corner.
Reminds me of The Strain when, I don't know the musician's name, but he after he became a vampire.
Yeah.
To kill those people when she hired a professional to come in and clean up the mess.
Yeah. And then that guy got killed.
And he got killed. But it just reminds me of that. Like the depths these people will go to.
Yeah. I mean, he got drunk when she said, maybe you shouldn't drink. It might not be a good idea. And she was right about that. And because he got emotional and started saying some shit and, slept with her, which, I don't know when this...
He started to. And
yeah. But in this day and age, she could say, hey, I did it because I felt like he was a celebrity and I had to. And then he'd be done. You know what I mean? So...
Oh, yeah. It's retarded. But...
I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, I don't think he was thinking because he was drinking. I didn't even mean to rhyme there, but I just did.
Thinking he was drinking.
Mm-hmm. But no, like just like most BoJack episodes, I thought it was good, not great. And then the ending happened. All this stuff started happening, and you feel the effects of like the punch from the very beginning. Oh, okay, I get it all now. And then I realized it was pretty damn good.
It was very.
And Todd made me laugh quite a bit, and he doesn't always make me laugh. Sometimes I think he's retarded. But he made me laugh.
Him just automatically going out in the hallway and like just being lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like he was like a grizzled New Yorker kind of like
noir
film kind of thing. And I was going to Christmas. Oh, I forgot I could fly.
Yeah. And then it just ends. It was a great cutaway.
It was.
The puppet play. I don't know why, but I always feel it might be because of just my love of action figures and that type of thing, toys and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But puppets, I think when I've seen like puppet productions done really well, I'm very impressed. And I'm always like, man, I wish I...
Not a fan of puppets. But action figures, stop motion shit is amazing.
That's
people I
something
follow
better.
on Instagram that do that shit.
Yeah.
It looks fucking great, and so
Yeah.
What have you? Puppets.
Yeah.
I've watched the Muppets with my kids, which are Muppets are basically puppets.
They're basically the same thing, right?
But it's I don't know that just knowing that they're supposed to.
That
be Muppets,
System of a Down thing. You don't think that was fucking sweet?
It was okay.
I thought it was
It was
really
good.
impressive.
I think it was
There's no way I could do
amazing,
that.
but I'm not that drawn into puppets.
Yeah, I get you. But the idea of life having meaning, and I think if BoJack is chasing meaning in life by finding an Oscar and trying to like make himself have all this longevity after he's dead, that's the wrong way to look at it. And
no, I don't think any of it means anything.
You're right, ultimately. But I think he's trying to search
the ultimate meaning, not the.
Well, it just depends what you believe. But I think most people would agree if he's trying to find meaning in his life by winning an Oscar, he's probably going to be disappointed, no matter what your point of view is.
Well, it's just going to be a thing it's in passing. She's right.
Yeah.
It's not,
even she knew that, but she said, "Listen, let's have a good night. Let's have a moment. This is a chapter in your life. Let's make it a good one."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They basically said that you think you deserve.
There's no meaning in life. We shall kill ourselves. We know we're not going to do that, so let's have some good chapters.
I don't think that's the case. I definitely don't subscribe to that. I think there's a survival instinct in most people.
Yeah, but that would be like a biological imperative.
So that's like that's basically the meaning to it.
But rationally,
like if you're looking for a meaning, and you're not saying, well, it has to be. If you get into that, then you're like saying, well, there has to be. You're getting picky. You're like, well, there has to be a philosophical meaning. It's like no, your brain's just developed so much.
But it's a philosophy that we're talking about, right? So if there's no meaning except to reproduce, then that, in its sense, it would probably feel pretty meaningless for some people.
Be a fucking hedonist, then I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, I
live for pleasure and fucking get over it. I mean, the other people that believe otherwise will even it out and be all right.
But for him, I feel like no. I mean, he obviously needs to find a way to be fulfilled. And he's broken, and I don't know how he's going to get fixed.
Well,
but obviously,
I'm a pretty unfulfilled person, but it's like I get it.
Yeah.
But I just also understand that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter It doesn't matter if you or me.
Yeah.
If any one of us out of the three people, or however many of you there are, but you personally is watching this right now.
Yeah.
That it doesn't really matter if you get or don't get it. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. One of us might get it. One of us might not. One of us might get the thing that the other people think is bullshit.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to matter is all I'm saying.
No. You're right. I mean, with him, with BoJack in particular, I feel like...
Well, he still feels like something has to matter.
Well, like, one thing I really... And I kind of subscribe to the belief of Mr. Peanut Butter a little bit. I don't want to dismiss people's emotions. But when he was on the game show, and he said... And he was just talking about being unhappy. And he said, listen, like, you're complaining, and you're a rich, famous movie star, and you're in the top 0.001% of humanity. Mm-hmm. You get to be in this movie that you wanted to start in your whole life. And you're complaining? Like, kind of wake up and smell the roses, I guess. Because there's people who have it a lot fucking worse than you, BoJack. And that's kind of how I am. But obviously, I also don't want to dismiss people's feelings, too, you know?
Well, the way I look at it is I'm not fucking God. And the people that imagine they're like, well, these people have a lot worse for you. Are you personally, going to sink your bank account into taking someone out of fucking Africa or some other third world country, bring them here and make their life the best? No, you're not. You're going to bitch about it because you're sunk into this fucking ideal of, well, they have it worse. Well, what are you doing about it?
No, but what I'm saying is the people who are complaining, not the people who are saying they have it worse, because those people are complaining. I'm talking about the people talking about the people who are complaining.
Yeah.
So BoJack was complaining, and Mr. Peanut Butter, who wasn't complaining, said, hey, listen, don't complain. I think that's what it was. Or have some...
Well, they haven't done much to really insinuate anything about BoJack being a horse, other than the fact that he probably has a horse cock, and he sometimes goes, but
it's so interesting.
But they made a very big play on Mr. Peanut Butter being a dog.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, and the way the writing style is, like, Mr. Peanut Butter is a fucking dog. Dogs can usually find a way to be happy if there's a way to be found. They're dogs. As long as they have a master that appreciates them or something that because they want to be the center of attention. I love my dog. I get it. I'm not bitching about dogs. I'm just saying they're a dog.
Yeah,
but BoJack, they made it just like he's somehow beyond these other animals, like the fucking pigeons and the penguin. The penguin, I guess, is a little above and beyond what a penguin does, because penguins just waddle and fuck and slip in the ice. So.
Yeah, I guess for me, just because he's like really unhappy with his life, I don't think that makes him necessarily deeper or like a deeper thinker.
No, but they made it a point to... he's the only, one of the only ones as an animal that they don't really go into the fact that he's an animal, other than, like I said, him in bed.
Yeah.
So,
you're definitely right. I've always wanted more.
Princess Carolyn, they definitely played the cat bit.
Yeah.
She's probably the second runner-up in terms of the animals and how they act.
The show makes a point to really highlight that BoJack is extremely flawed and damaged. And
well, yeah, that's the whole idea. That's what sells it. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Not like the shittiest piece of shit, but he's definitely a piece of shit.
Well, he's aware.
Yeah.
Of things that
he's chasing happiness and meaning, and it's a fleeting thing.
The worst of the worst, like either are aware of it and don't give a fuck, or they're unaware. They're oblivious to the fact they don't care.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's the worst of the worst. I think he's just a guy that he keeps getting in such shitty ass situations because he's cycling out shitty decision making because he's got the blinders on in terms of horse lingo.
Yeah.
He's seeing straight forward. He's only seeing this one thing that he wants. He doesn't understand that the processes aren't working for him.
Yeah. Do you think he'll win the Oscar? That's actually another question.
I mean, I didn't put a lot of thought into it, but I think that he could. And I think it would be better for the story if he did. I can see the story going either way if he didn't.
Yeah.
But if he did win the Oscar, I could see like, it didn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, I think a part of me thinks there will be an interesting story to tell, him winning it and then it doesn't mean anything to him, or he does something much worse to tarnish it. Yeah, I mean,
or if that shit doesn't happen with the manatee and the story does get out.
Yeah, but something in me believed her, and
that manatee's probably dead, or something else is going on.
Yeah,
like they're gonna find her floating in a fucking bay.
Yeah,
man.
They did talk about, for the first time ever, I don't know if it's the first time ever, I mean, the chicken thing was kind of... in the chicken episode, we talked about how like the show doesn't like address the fact that we're animals, we're all different types of animals, and...
Yeah, but she's a human.
Yeah. But they talked about, I'm a horse, you're a manatee. Mm-hmm. So they kind of acknowledged it, and they're not ignoring it. I always just kind of thought they were going to ignore it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, it's just one of the first times they've done that. So I just thought that was interesting. I thought you could probably have a show like this that doesn't focus on that and not mention it for the rest of the time that we were watching it. Mm-hmm. I don't got anything else. I thought it was good. We obviously had a pretty good conversation about it. I don't know if he'll win it. I have a feeling he will, and then he still won't be happy. And maybe he'll be even worse because he'll realize that's not enough. And nothing means anything to him. But he wants it to,
Well, the thing is, he's just looking for something to alleviate his general consistency of life.
Yeah.
And I get that. I completely understand, except I know that...
Anyways, I don't have anything else?
Neither do I. I have some beer left.
All right.
Got that going on, boy.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you like what we do here, you can like and subscribe. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitter. You can also find us on Patreon. So you can comment down below. You can hit the like button. You can also hit the thank you button, which tips us. And if you don't want to tip us, it's okay. But if you can tip us, it really helps. And we do appreciate your support. And beside all my bravado, what have you. I'm drunk.